more of the damage of having been sick for several days and in bed for 3 days. My garden efforts have suffered. Taking stock, evaluating the situation, my tomatoes are pretty much screwed except for this one plant. The rest of them, I'm just not even going to worry about. This squash plant is okay. Things like this, they will recover or come back next year. But the tomatoes, I am sad to say, are pretty much goners. This creeping, whatever it is, it'll survive the apocalypse. The hen and chicks are just fine. Gonna water everything. And the thing is, we've got a cold front coming in and like seriously major cold snap happening this coming week. So the tomatoes, they're going to be screwed anyhow. So I'm not going to worry about them. I'll probably just chop them down and honestly move them out of the way. You guys know that with me, gardening is a trial and error, and I learn as I go. And where we have had so much going on this year, it just hasn't it just hasn't worked out really well. If they had been planted in the ground, they would probably be just fine, but in pots, not so much. So those ones, not very good. Then assorted plants over here. Some of them are okay. Hen and chicks, yeah, they're just fine. These snaps are just fine, as are those ones over there. That tomato, I mean, we might be able to salvage him. Whatever squash this plant is, looks fine. Or no, this isn't a squash. This is a hollyhock. That is a hollyhock, and he's doing great. We've got a weed right there. We'll go ahead and pluck that. I think that's a weed too, actually. Really vigorous one. We do have a little dill right there, and I would like to keep him. We'll water, and we'll see what can be salvaged. But at this point, I'm just grateful to not be in the hospital after how sick I was. So it is what it is. Time to start prepping the porch and front yard for the Halloween display. Yes, we are just about ready to start doing that. Ooh, I've got a scary little spider right there. Ooh, no spider expert. Don't see any red marks or anything, but I'm not touching that. Going to sweep all this out, get all these webs and nonsense. I've cleared all of these things, and what I'm going to do is put black shelves right here, and that is where those kinds of things are going to go, or they will go out to the big shed. Haven't decided yet. Makes sense if they go out to the big shed. The problem is we need like the snow clearing salty stuff here all the time, and the wiper fluid, when we put it out in the shed, we tend to forget that we have wiper fluid. Even if I put it in the deck box, we forget that we have wiper fluid. So I'm not 100% sure about that. We will see what we decide to do. But I am going to put some shelves right here. At least, bare minimum, the wiper fluid and the salt clearing stuff will go here. They won't be where you can see them because, hello, this chair that I have is right here, so it's not going to be super tacky. Plus, we're going to have all the Halloween stuff out here, decorations. The porch is going to be the fortune teller's little setup. So, anyway, it's definitely going to be better than what it is right now. Since things kind of fell apart in that little back garden situation, I'm going to focus on my front yard, as I've got to be prepping it for our decorating for fall and Halloween anyway. So I'm going to go through and trim out all the stuff that died while I was sick and clean up stuff that needs to be deadheaded anyway. And we will soon be adding some fall plantings and, of course, fall decorations. Not all is lost. put this rug down. It's one of the ones we found no, it was dumpster diving. I think it was in a public school dumpster, and I'd been saving it to put here on the porch. The problem is the old nasty rug that's under it comes out a ways, so probably should have taken that rug out first, but it's a little late for that now. I did have it scooted out further, this one, but then James pointed out that it was a trip hazard, so we scooted it further back, but I don't like the way this looks. What we really need is to refinish this porch, but I mean, we've been here 11, 12 years and still haven't done that, so I have no idea when that will happen. What I might do is just cut the edge of this nasty rug off, get some really strong shears and just cut that off and be happy with it, and put something down right here, a plant, probably that one right there, and that will get that flattened out so that that is no longer a trip hazard. Let's just ignore the mountain of garbage back there from cleaning out the attic and cleaning in the house and stuff like that. Unfortunately, we have garbage day being delayed this week because of Labor Day, so that garbage will be there for another day. But I do like the way this is turning out. I need to smooth out the rug, obviously, back there. I will do that, but I'm so glad that I saved this rug, and even more glad that I'm finally putting it to use and tidying up this porch. Clearing out real cobwebs to put up fake cobwebs. Lots of weeds to pull. I've started clearing a spot right there. Weeds, weeds, weeds. I also want to add in some fall planting. Another round of probably pansies and petunias, things like that. Should be okay to be starting to put in again. But what I really want to show you is this. Legit, my first ever hollyhock that has successfully grown and bloomed. Literally, ever. Which is silly because they grow like weeds in a lot of places in Utah. But I've had to work for mine. Look how beautiful. Hello down there. It's coming along. So many things to be trimmed and deadheaded, and so many weeds. It'll be worth it. You just can't build a Halloween display in a yard full of weeds and overgrowth. I can't, and I won't.